Good morning, beautiful world. How y'all doing today? All right, we're gonna get right into it, man. I hope everybody's blessed. Hope everybody's safe and keeping a good mindset on them. We're gonna be messing with this 06 BMW 325i. Just bought it a few days ago. Some nice wheels on it. Bought it a few days ago. And the thing does not run. Also, previous owner, he told me that the transmission got stuck in third gear, and he said the transmission is most likely messed up. Battery power is weak, so we're gonna start from the top. We're gonna see what's up with the battery. I'm gonna make a bunch of videos, a series on this vehicle. I gotta replace the battery, show you how to do that and how to program your battery. He said he recently replaced the starter, but you never know. If I gotta replace the starter, Gotta change the alternator, we do that. We're gonna do everything from the top. Might be fuel, might be the engine, might be transmission, might be multiple things put together, but it's gonna be a journey, and we're gonna get some good content off of this beauty. Beautiful, beautiful vehicle on a beautiful, beautiful day. So, all right, stay tuned, y'all. Like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what other content you guys are trying to get into. All right, blessings. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back and we're better. All right, so starting on this car, when the previous owner gave me this vehicle, he thought it had a bad transmission. Engine starts, but it stalls and it stops on its own. Again, we're messing with this 06 BMW 325i. Engine starts, stops on its own. Problem with the power in this vehicle. It's a few things. That's the main three things. Transmission, engine starts but then stops on its own, and the actual power. So I ended up starting this car, and a whole bunch of smoke came out. Checked the oil, car barely had oil. Completed an oil change. I could put a link in the description for that. What else? Let's see. Did the oil change, started the vehicle up, and once again stalled. Less smoke, but it was still smoking. So I turned the car off and I give it a few looks, I'm looking, just diagnosing everything, checking everything. As I come to this side, I see this right here, just loose. This goes where this rag is at, which I'll take off right now. It's a rag which is on the actual valve cover, left side of the engine. I put the rag there. This is supposed to be connected to this. This is your PCV hose connected on the back end of the intake manifold. So I already ordered the part. Should be coming in overnight. And as I was doing my research, I realized this could make your car stutter. It could make the RPMs jump up and down, and it could stall your car. And I believe the smoke was coming from there too. So after I turned the car off and I looked that up, I'm like, okay, let me see what type of codes we're messing with. I go to my scan tool. We got two options. I hit the first one. See what code. I got P1727. Alright. We'll get to that code. I have it in my book over there. Actually, I had to look that one up in Google. Then I checked the other codes. Crankshaft position sensor, A circuit. Okay. Transmission control system, P0700. And I got a P0102, mass or volume airflow, A circuit low. So this crankshaft position sensor, that could be making my car stall. And mass airflow circuit can also be making my car stall as well. And I can show you those two right now. Now when you look right here on your intake box, this right here is your mass airflow sensor. Your crankshaft position sensor is right under this throttle body. The bottom of this is where your crankshaft position sensor, and we're gonna be taking this out today. So we're gonna be able to get to it and to test it. But by seeing that right there, it's obvious that that's the problem. So when we switch that part out, I believe these codes will be erased. So I'll give you guys a quick update, and I'm actually not going to show you how to take this out. I'm going to put a link in the description to these guys who they're very detailed on taking this intake cover off, this intake manifold. So just an update on my diagnosis on my BMW, on why it starts, stalls, and stops on its own. All right, stay tuned, guys. All right, guys, we're here to get this engine running. As we said in the previous slide, when it would start running, it would stall. The part came in for our broken PCV. We got the intake manifold off. As you see, PCV is broken. Little one here. It's just gonna clip onto the intake manifold into where the PCV goes and the electrical connector that comes with it. And also, as mentioned before, with our crankshaft position sensor light on our OBD2, usually what you would have to do, if you're looking at the crankshaft sensor, with the ignition on, only the ignition on, do not press the brake on the gas and start the car right now with the intake manifold off. It could be catastrophic to your engine. You would want, I already did the test, but I'm gonna explain it to you guys. You would wanna rip this wire off a little bit. If your crankshaft position sensor is like this, where the bolt hole is top left and it's connected, you would want to strip off the left wire, or in this case it would be the yellow wire. So I stripped this wire off and I was getting no voltage, and I'm here going crazy like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm gonna have to go through the whole wiring diagram, and thought I was gonna have to do a lot of extra stuff. Luckily and unluckily, I traced the rest of the wire while my phone was charging, and I was tracing. Boom, I see this. So a previous mechanic, he had this covered up with tape. I ripped the tape off, and like as I said, the yellow wire is supposed to be on the left. I look at my yellow wire, see which one is connected to, right? And then it's connected to this one, obviously. So I follow it with my fingers. And voila, it's connected to this middle one, and it's supposed to be to the left. So bless y'all. We're just gonna cut all of this, and we're gonna make it correct. So the correct sequence is left is supposed to be to the yellow is supposed to be to the left, black is supposed to be in the middle, and then your orange is supposed to be to your right with the bolt head right here top left. So it's supposed to be yellow, black, and then orange right here. So we're gonna clip this off and do this correctly. Always double check the work if a previous mechanic has touched the vehicles that you guys have, because not everyone's perfect, and that's a good reason why that code is popping up and why the car would stall. It's probably a mixture of things, like that PCV that wasn't even connected. But yeah, we're gonna get this right. We're gonna settle this out. Bless y'all, we don't have to go through the wiring diagram and read some crazy pictures that even sometimes I can't even understand. I'm not the biggest electrical guy. So that's where we're at right now. On the next slide, show you guys where we're at. Double check the previous mechanic's work. Can't trust everything. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Intake manifold reinstalled. Crankshaft position sensor adjusted to the right wiring. It's running smooth right now. But as I started the car, it started fluctuating once again. And started fluctuating once again. And it won't go past 2.5 RPM. Alright guys, here we are again. Crankshaft sensor is in, re-electrical tape, and I put each wire correctly how it was supposed to. So actually it was right here, right under the starter. Electrical taped it, fixed each wire. This is the part that came in. Connected right here. And it comes out. Also has an electrical piece. And I believe it's the third one down. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. It is the third one. So we're gonna install everything again. See if we get the same fault codes. See if we got a running engine. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back. Car is good to go. So as I said, we changed the wiring on the crankshaft position sensor, and it was actually connected wrong. We hooked it up good. New mass airflow sensor. New spark plugs, new coils from Amazon. New PCV upper hose. New PCV under hose. No check engine light. New dash as well, so we can actually see what we're doing here. All the power in the world. Do not be afraid of your girl. But yeah, she's done. Took me a few tries. It could be a pain messing with BMWs because of the plastics that you're dealing with, and a lot of parts break easy on this vehicle. But we got it done. If you have any specific questions on how each code got erased, from the mass airflow to the crankshaft position sensor to the transmission codes, please do not be afraid to leave a comment below the video. yeah, we got this thing going. And now with OEM parts, we're gonna swap those out soon to be OEM, but we gotta work within the budget, right? So yeah, new mass airflow, new coil spark plugs, PCV upper, PCV under, crankshaft position sensor, wired correctly and plugged in correctly. Now we got a beauty in our hands. So yeah, guys, thank you for sticking with me, and we'll see you in the next video.